Hi guys, so today we'll go over a strategy that I created called the 35 1-minute strategy, and basically it's from the idea of looking at the 30-minute order flow and looking at how the market is going, looking at market structure from the 30-minute, and then getting confirmation from both the 1 minute and the 5 minute to get an entry. And it's pretty much just a scalping strategy. So I'll just run you guys through what the strategy is kind of about. The main strategy is just to get from the middle of the Asian session range or somewhere near the middle and target the Asian session high or the Asian session low. So in this case right here, we have the trade targeting the Asian session high. We'll go over the trade right now, and it's always between 2 to 3 a.m. New York time, so take note of that as well. So we'll go on the higher time frame and then we'll start looking at how I got to this trade. On the daily, we went into this weekly fair value gap right here. We just continued upwards, no sign of stopping. This I think might be a 4-hour order block. Yeah, so this 4-hour order block right there. And initially I thought we would just react off this 4-hour order block and continue downwards, but it seems like we're continuing upwards, so I don't really have a lot of trade ideas for today, because I'm not going to take a short because it's clearly bullish, but at the same time it's also way up in the premium for me to take a long, and for me to target all the way up there it's just a bit unrealistic. But it was already past this point, so there was no sort of close targets that I could target, so I wasn't very keen on taking longs as well yesterday. So the 4-hour. Now going down to the 1 hour, the trade is inside here, by the way. So as you guys can see, that time that we have yesterday during London session, there wasn't much trades that I could take. I can probably target that, but like I said, it's way too far and I'm not going to target that, especially with news, heavy impact news later on that day. So that's why yesterday I only took this one trade, and that's it. Going down, we can see we're very bullish, continuing upwards. I might be tempted to take a short or to want to hope that it goes down to go rebalance some of this price action, but as you guys can see on the 1 hour right here, we got this 1 hour fair value gap, and what I wanted to do was I just wanted to see how it respects it or how it reacts of it. So 1 a.m. New York time, we got this right here and it respected it, it tapped into it and respected it. 2 a.m. comes and we tap into it and we're sort of like respecting it as well. So going down to the 30-minute, we can see again we have a 30-minute fair value gap right here and we're just respecting it. It's not creating a very strong push, but I'm not going to expect really strong price action right before heavy impact news. So this 30-minute, we're respecting it. So after we tap into this 30-minute right here in this 130 candle, I go down to the 5-minute. And after we tap into this 30-minute, we created a 5-minute right there. So this is the 2 a.m. Time, by the way. So after this, you can kind of start to look for it. So we tapped into it and then we respected it. Going down to the 1 minute, we created another 1 minute fair value gap after respecting this, and that is it for the strategy. But if we just enter off here, it wouldn't be a very good risk to reward, right? You would have to put your stop all the way down this low and that would be your target, and that just wouldn't be ideal. So I waited for it to go below the equilibrium of that range, of this range basically, and I entered around there. Stops just below that low and targeting the high. If it didn't end up going below the equilibrium of this range, then I probably would just skip this trade just because of the poor risk to reward. But that's pretty much the strategy. It's just going from the middle of the Asian session range to the high, making sure that the higher time frame will align and making sure that it makes sense. Sometimes you get a trade where you target one of the highs or lows and then you get that reversal and then you short. The reason why I didn't short in this area was because, again, I wasn't short biased and there was just no higher time frame reasons to short. I will link another video to a video where I did end up catching this 30-minute, 5-minute, 1-minute strategy and the short down the opposite direction, so that works as well. Sometimes you get something like this for the Asian session and then you get like a 30-minute fair value gap, you enter it, and then you get a 5-minute and then you enter that, a 1 minute, you enter that, and then you get that before going down. So sometimes you can just sort of, if everything aligns, you can long here with the 30-minute, 5-minute, 1 minute, targeting Asian session highs, assuming that's Asian session highs, stops below that 1 minute or 5-minute low, and then you can look for another entry model here, assuming there's a higher time frame POI here, and it was previously bearish. Okay, assuming it was something like that, there was a 5 minute, there's a fair value gap there. You can look for this to retrace the 30 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, retrace into that, targeting that. You long there, and then after getting proper confirmation, you can short there again. So that's just how I look at it. Not all the time you get the 30 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute. It's actually pretty rare, but when I do get it, I realize that the risk to reward tend to be not very high, because it's just a really short scalp move. And so this one is a 1 to 2, but the win rate usually tends to be pretty high from what I've seen. I haven't collected a full bunch of data yet, but from what I've done so far this year, the win rates tend to be pretty high. So just, you can keep an eye out for that. And if you guys enjoyed this video, then remember to like and subscribe, and check out that video, which is the full London strategy with the 30 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, and the other move that I was talking about. So I'll see you guys in that video. Bye.